Boom coming in hot, Chinchy. How we feeling, brother?
There he is. Oh, you got your Miracle League shirt on. I saw a great clip of you and at the Miracle League today, dude. What is that, like football? You got football going now, too?
My best friend, Mike Junko, who is the greatest guy in the world, literally is like if you hung out with Junk and I in the same room, you'd be like you think like we were clones, like you think we were brothers. Yeah. Same storytelling. It's funny when you hang out, you become the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. Like he was one of the guys, and I'm glad I did too because he's such an incredible guy. But yeah, dude, he's a local high school coach here in Upper St. Clair, and him and his wife Misty, who coaches the cheerleaders, they started a camp for our kids, dude, like a football camp.
It's so cool.
And and a cheerleading camp, and the kids love it, dude. Parents are in the stands, the kids love it. So,
dude,
yeah, I had a post today. I went over there to see him, and it was great.
He's got drills going on. There's like 8 stations. I saw the video. What is that football field? Where is that field? That's a beautiful field too.
Dude, it's right down the street from my house. That's our high school field.
Oh,
it's
very
nice.
Cool. Very cool.
Really nice, dude. And he's got stations for all the kids that are hitting them, and our kids are like, this is incredible. So it was really cool, man. I think this is his 4th year he's done that. And you know what's cool about the Miracle League, brother, is that like not only friends of mine, but like people in the community, you know, whether it's find ways to fundraise or find ways to be a part of it or volunteer, it's pretty cool to see people kind of like do their own thing and to help us. Say, hey, man, we're going to start a camp for your kids. Like I didn't ask him to do it. I was like, dude, that would be incredible. And here we are 4 years later. So it's really cool, man.
Very cool. Very cool. Hey, so wait, one question. We didn't get to this yesterday. You talked about how, of course, you can't wear the number 21 as a Yankee because Paul O'Neill's number is retired. And you also very eloquently said you would never try to take Paul O'Neill's number 21 from the Yankees. Did you pick your number yet?
I haven't picked my number yet. I'm going to Yankee Stadium tomorrow, and maybe I'll see what numbers they have, and I'll just grab one. You know, I think sometimes too as a coach, you're wearing more of like if you see Booney in the dugout, you know all those guys. You're wearing more of a pull.
Oh, are you going to do a pullover?
Sweatshirt?
Are you going to be a pullover guy? That's a good question.
Well, I was a pullover guy in the big leagues. On what days I didn't play, always pullover, dude.
So
always.
Will you cut your sleeves? Because I know Booney cuts his sleeves sometimes. He's got a really good. He's got probably like the cleanest, coolest like manager look.
Yeah, but he's not jacked though. Like if Booney's cutting his sleeves, I'm gonna have to say something because he's not jacked, so he needs to clean that up.
Okay, all right. So to be determined. All right, hey, let's talk a little All-Star game again. The game is in such good hands right now. It's doing really well. Also, Sean Casey is now the hitting coach for the Yankees, so that now baseball's even better for that. But a lot of cool things happened last night. Oh man, I don't even know where to start. Let's start with, unlikely hero with Diaz gets the MVP honors. And dude, what is it? What do we say? He's 32 years old, first All-Star appearance. How crazy is that, right?
Dude, that is so cool. For Diaz to be 32 years old, playing with the Rockies, so maybe not a ton of guys know who he is. Well, they know now. Hitting a 2-0 off Batista, who has been almost unhittable for the Orioles this year. I mean, his stuff is nasty. Looks like he hung a split finger. And that's the greatest thing about that, dude. That split finger fastball, when it's hung, it really comes in like just one of the best pitches to hit. So when he got out front on it and juiced at the left. That was what a great. And the National League hadn't won since 2012, I believe.
I could not believe that until I saw that last night.
American League usually dominates for whatever reason, the All-Star game, and see the National League win. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, there were a couple other cool things that came out of it. First of all, the mic'd up stuff is just amazing. Like when Eovaldi asked John Smoltz what to throw on like a 1-2 pitch, and like he threw it like. It's so cool, but you could never do that in a regular season game, right? Like you would never.
I mean, listen, I never say never because, listen, it's the business of entertainment at the end of the day. Even though it's baseball, it's the business of entertainment. Now, you obviously want to be the best version of yourself as a player. So anything that distracts you from that, you can't do it. But if you're a guy that maybe is not distracted by it, maybe you could do it because it is really cool for the fan that's watching TV going, man, this is really cool.
It's so cool.
We're hearing Eovaldi, we're hearing Hader talk, Juan Soto's in right field, the ball's hit to him, you can hear, run the ball, bam, he catches it. You're like, wow, he was just talking to, the guys in the booth. So I thought it was awesome. They're talking to Julio Rodriguez about what it was like in the Derby, what it was like, they're talking about when he was a kid, a couple of good stories. And, obviously it's in Seattle. And I just think when you get these guys mic'd up, it definitely brings the fan into the game more. But at the end of the day, the fans want to see players perform.
Right.
And if that mic becomes a problem, I remember, dude, I used to get mic'd up all the time because everyone wanted to hear my conversations at first. So I get mic'd up Fox Game of the Week. And I look back, dude, I think I was like 1 for 77 when I got mic'd up. And I remember one time taking the mic off and just like throwing it in the garbage. Guy from Fox is like, can we get that mic? I was like, it's in the garbage over there. I'm 0 for 4 with 2 punchies. Yeah.
That's so cool. Hey, by the way, crazy. This is like total side note, but they announced today the Jets are getting Hard Knocks, even though they don't want it. Like, I don't think anybody would want it. You just wouldn't want all those cameras like at your training camp. But they got it. So it's going to be a pretty fun year with that. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, oh, dude, God. That's no wonder the Jet. Yeah, that's what I'm. But it is good for football.
Oh, it's great for football. Plus, they have great
fans.
guys. They have very entertaining guys on that team. So that's going to be really, really interesting and fun. All right, hey, moving on. Let's talk a little hitting. You are now a hitting coach, so I can talk to you about hitting now, finally. Dude, my man with the Marlins got 2 hits, dude. Arrays got 2 hits. Let's do this. He's hitting 383, dude. What does he got? What do you, like, how are you? You were there. You were this guy going into the second.
370. I was hitting 371 at the break in 99. Like, I hit 355 at the break in 2004, so I kind of like know that. Geez. The 371 was when you're closer to 400 and people are talking. Mm-hmm. It's just so hard to stay there, bro. You have to go 2 for 5 every night, and your average doesn't move. Yeah. The only way to get it to move is really, you got to go 3 for 4. You got to go 2 for 4, and if you go 1 for 3, it drops.
That's the craziest thing. Was that in your head for like the first 2 weeks in the second half on those years? Like, were you like, oh my God, I didn't get a hit. Now I'm not going to hit 400.
Well, no, when you're up at 390, that's when people are talking to you. I think I was still at 390 in like late June or something like that. And people are talking to you about it. And then you're like, man, I'm getting, I feel like I'm getting 4 hits a night. It's incredible. And I wasn't the fastest guy in the world either. So Arise looks like he can run a little bit. You know what I mean? So when I was getting hits, they were. I remember Luis Gonzalez saying to me, we were in the training room at the All-Star game. It was me, Mark McGuire, Jeff Bagwell, Luis Gonzalez, and Tony Gwynn. And we're sitting there talking. And I was leading the league in hits. I think I had 127 hits at the break or something like that. And Luis Gonzalez looks at me. He's like, Case, he's like, how many hits you guys? Like 127 or whatever. He's like, you're leading the league, right? At the break. I go, yeah. He goes, how many infield hits you have? I go, I don't think any. He goes, no, that's raking. He's like, no, that's raking.
That's so good. All right, 2 more quick questions. One, this I'm putting you on a spot with because we didn't talk about this before. Can the Regs carry over this success into the second half? I know you're a Yankee now, but you still got a little red inside of you.
Yeah. Can the Reds carry it over? I think so, dude. They I think they've got good young pitching. The young guys are now even more established coming back in the second half. They feel like they belong. But if that rotation can get healthy, man, I think they got a lot of good young pitchers in that rotation. That guy Abbott, man, is Andrew Abbott, that lefty, is the real deal. So I think the Reds are going to have a strong second half. I really do. Gotcha. And Diaz at the back of that pen, they got a good team.
Gotcha. All right, last topic because I know you're gonna start packing.
You know who's going to have a big second half though? The Yankees are going to have a big second half.
Go, man! Oh,
the Yankees are going to have a big second half, and we're going to be ready to roll come Colorado Friday night, baby. Let's go.
Let's go, dude. Oh man, still can't believe this. It's so great.
I know you're fired up, Chinch. You're a Yankee fan.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm super fired up, dude. I honestly, man, I was thinking about this. This morning, how honored I am to go to the Pinstripes. But dude, every big league player, when you're in the big leagues, you want to win a ring. Mm-hmm. You want to win a ring. That's the whole goal. And when I decided to take this job, that's in the forefront of my mind. There's a little bit here where I want to win a ring. I've always wanted to win a ring. And what a better opportunity to do it than with the Yankees, that if you don't win a ring, it's not a successful season. I love that. So I'm fired up, man. I'm going to New York to win a ring, just like all those other guys are, and that's the expectation. And come tomorrow when I fly to the Bronx and get on that plane to Colorado for Friday, it's go time for everybody. And I think everybody coming in on Friday is going to be fired up.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's so great. It's so great. Awesome. All right. I don't even care about anything else right now, but I will say, dude, amazing moment last night. And I want to bring this up to you. Ken Rosenthal did an awesome interview with Shohei Ohtani and his translator. And the last question Ken asked him, which I thought was amazing, was how do you do all this and still be physically able to pitch? And speaking out of context here, but that's basically what he said. Ohtani said, I don't run, which like blew my mind because you and I have talked about this for like a couple weeks. We're like, how does he pitching and hitting?
Right.
And you, dude, when you played, man, all you would see is poles. Every pitcher in the outfield in ugly sneakers. Like, you know?
Dude, Chinchy, I think, the science of the human body is different now. We can measure so much more, right? Cardiovascular, you can measure just, muscle recovery. I think that's a huge thing. And I think what they're finding is grinding it out between starts and running pole to pole. That's not the only way to keep your legs strong, and I think one thing they're finding is, hey, heavy lifting still works to keep your legs strong. Cold tub,
squats,
all the things that they have. The sauna, all the things that they have to keep yourself in shape. Obviously you need to do, I think most guys are doing maybe some HIIT training, where you're like sprinting, fast for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, keeping your cardio up, but keeping your legs strong through weightlifting. Now, there are definitely certain guys like a Verlander or Scherzer, the old school guys that came up with the guys that ran all the time, the poles. They're probably still doing that because it's part of their routine and it's worked for them. But I think a lot of guys nowadays, dude, are not running like the old guys, the old school guys.
It makes sense. Hey, you want to go see what happens to you when you run? Go look at Eric Burns' toenails. They're the most disgusting thing.
Disgusting.
This guy's running super marathons and his toenails flying left and right. Anyway, all right, dude, you are a busy man, dude. Get after it. I'm so proud of you,
dude. One thing I'm that's got to happen. I got to run right for this storm. Is, dude, I got to go either Mattingly mustache or shaved goatee.
I forgot.
This goatee will be gone, dude, tomorrow. It's gonna be a must. I'm asking my daughters, like, you got to shave it, Dad. Then I got Danny Graves and these guys saying, dude, you got to go with the stash, and I'm like. So I don't know.
Actually, people on social media had said to do the Wyatt Earp.
Are the Yankees allowed the Fu Manchu?
I don't know, dude. You work for them. I don't. Why don't you ask?
I gotta call somebody. I gotta call somebody right now. Right when we get off, dude, I'm calling Cashman or Booney or Hal Steinbrenner. I'm gonna say, hey man, can I get the Fu Manchu going or I got Don? Dude, that's Mattingly made the mustache cool, bro. Mattingly made the mustache cool.
Mattingly. Yeah, absolutely made it. Wait, so your options, this is amazing. Your options are just straight mustachio. But you can't have you can't have this. I couldn't have this.
No, there's no goatee, dude. I don't even think it's a Fu Manchu. I don't know if you can have No, Goose Gossage had the Fu Manchu, bro. Back in the day.
That was like 100 years ago. Like,
I know, but who cares?
Make a
George
call,
Steinbrenner was still there.
Can you text Boone right now? Don't do that. I'm kidding.
No, I'll call him. But it's either going to be the Fu Manchu or the mustache or the shave. I think I'm leaning towards shaving it, dude.
Long story short, here's the one thing you shouldn't do. Whatever that just for men you put on it that 1 week, don't do that.
I won't. All right. I asked, dude, I remember a few years ago I shaved my goatee when my daughter Jillian was little. She was like, she's 13 now. She's probably 6 last time I shaved my goatee. I just did it for breathe my face. Yeah. I come into the kitchen that morning and she looks at me and she tilts her head right, tilts her head left, looks at me again and she goes, Daddy, can you go back to the bathroom and put your beard back on, please?
That's so cute.
I go, Jillian, I just need 4 days. 4 days and I'll be back.
It's so weird what you get used to. Remember that one day we came on and I didn't have my glasses on? I look like you were like, you look like an alien, dude. Put your glasses back on. It's terrible. And I didn't have my glasses until I was like 42 years old. So
my God.
All right, dude.
Incredible.
Proud of you.
Right.
Keep rocking. Keep breathing. Get after it.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. And for everybody listening, if you're a Yankee fan, we'll see you in the second half. Love you, Chinchy. You're the best, brother, and I'll talk to you. We'll figure everything out with this podcast. We're still going to keep rolling at some point.
Let's go.
Let's go.